Hi everyone, Michael Clark, lead producer for Hyperlight Breaker here, and on behalf of all of us at Heart Machine, we're thrilled to announce our first major early access content update, Buried Below, which will launch on April 29th. Since early access launch, we've been working hard on evolving Breaker across the board every month, including, but not limited to, making performance updates and gameplay improvements, releasing a slew of new content, and implementing so many other changes requested by our players. As we continue our early access journey and set sights for 1.0 launch, we want to thank all of you for your feedback and support. You're helping us make Breaker bigger and better every step of the way. Before we launch our first major content drop in just about a week, we wanted to go over what you can expect to find in this upcoming update, including new content and various quality of life changes inspired by player feedback. First up, let's go over content you'll find in the update. Spoiler alert, it's a lot. So much that we can only cover some of it in this video. For starters, there's a new crown, Maw. Our largest crown, she slumbers below the hostile crystalscape of the Jeweled Spire. But every new boss needs a brave new hero, and that's where Rondo, our new breaker, steps in with a new Psycom. Rondo's Blade Dancer perk will boost your flash step, while their Reaper perk will boost your parry. And last, but certainly not least, you can arm your breaker with two new weapons, the Gloom Shiv and the Dream Blade. Now this really just scratches the surface of what we're adding, as the update will have new environments to explore, including caves, a new enemy, and more. Stay tuned to our social channels for a sneak peek at other pieces of content. Since early access launch, we've been taking to heart all of your feedback across Steam, Discord, and social channels. We want Breaker to be the best it can be before its 1.0 launch. One larger piece of feedback we've received was the lack of proper onboarding in the game and the need for tutorialization to be stronger in general. We heard you all loud and clear. With this update, we'll be adding an introductory tutorial. The tutorial will come up the first time you open the game with the update downloaded. In it, you'll be taught the basics of the game mechanics in a dedicated level that will eventually lead you to the Cursed Outpost. Then you'll enter a VR room where you can take your time learning and practicing intermediate combat techniques, such as the flash step and parry. This is just one big step we're taking towards improving onboarding, and we plan to continue to improve upon it over the course of early access. We're excited to make it so new players, and even veteran players, can have a better understanding of the game's mechanics. Along with improving onboarding, we have another major change we're making to Hyperlight Breaker: the way runs are structured. In a nutshell, you'll now have a single life, and when you die, you lose everything, and then the overgrowth will reset. We know this is a big change. We've made this change to balance the game around a more traditional roguelite experience, turning each run into a more consistent zero-to-hero journey. This allows us to better adjust difficulty and make the game easier to get into, but harder to master, and addresses much of the feedback we've received from players since early access launch. Let's dive a little deeper into how runs have changed, aside from the number of lives. Let's go over what happens when you die. As we all know, death is not the end in Breaker or in any roguelike. When you die, your loadout will be wiped out, but you'll keep all of your golden rations and other meta progression materials. Now we know some players have quite a few good items in their vault currently, so when this update launches, if you have old save data, your vault contents will be converted to meta progression currencies. We believe the change to the vault will make the game even better and more fun. We're looking forward to hearing your feedback. Like before, each journey into the Overgrowth will be a brand new world for you to explore. For the change in the new run format, we've also changed a few things to improve the gameplay loop, including changing how Extraction, Bright Blood, and Vendors work. Extraction has become easier and more straightforward. Now you'll extract at any shrine in the Overgrowth, and you'll extract immediately. This change makes it so you can extract more often, which will come in handy as your one life is more valuable than ever. With the changes to core gameplay, hub vendors no longer serve the same purpose they once did. We're taking this opportunity to refresh how currencies work to make their usage clearer and easier to understand. Bright Blood is used in the Overgrowth to purchase items from Overgrowth vendors, unlock certain loot containers, and interact with shrines. Materials are used in the Cursed Outpost exclusively to upgrade and modify gear at those vendors. With Psycoms, our little robot buddies, this update will make them even more useful for you to have. One of the bigger pieces of feedback we got was that loadouts could be improved, and we want to lean into a class-like system to make them feel more unique from one another. With this update, you'll find each breaker now has a single Psycom with multiple available perks. To change your perks, you can equip a different perk in your loadout, You can also update your Psycom stats at shrines throughout the overgrowth, and there's multiple levels of upgrades possible. We believe these changes to Psycoms will make it so players can truly make their own unique loadouts per breaker, and also encourage players to team up and work together. We're excited to see the builds you come up with. Early access has been incredible for us so far, and getting your feedback means so much to the team. We want you to continue to be a part of the game's development journey, so please keep the feedback coming. There's still so much more to come for Breaker and Early Access, including our next major content drop this summer that will be our biggest content drop yet. Expect to fight double the trouble and go where no Breaker has gone before in our next major content drop, releasing this summer. For now, we can't wait for you to jump into the Buried Below update, releasing soon, and see how it evolves Breaker in a whole new way.